See, is a spork
The best
like a
utensil? Yes.
what? No. Wait a second. I was gonna say, is the spork? Does it have to be combined? Like, I don't know if yours is a spork if you have them on opposite sides. I think
I
that's a
think it's still a
spoon
spork.
fork.
No, it's a spork.
Consider that a spoon fork.
No,
A spork, I
wait,
think, has to be a spoon and a fork mixed in one.
no, no. B
Tier
besties.
Yo.
Yo, we got some forks on this list. What's
We
up?
have forks and multiple spoons.
We got our own personal spoon. You know, that's what I've always wanted.
Our own personal. I've also always wanted my own personal spoon. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that fork is S tier.
Oh, fork is S tier. Okay.
I don't. We're not even doing an intro because it's silverware.
We're not.
What intro
We're
could we even
silverware.
say?
What intro could we even say?
Maybe in the future
I do
we
say
should just say B tier besties and then just say I think fork is S tier.
it is S tier though.
Just jump into
like
it immediately.
you can do the stabby thing.
Yeah, how else?
Of course it is.
You can't eat anything with a knife, you know. I mean, you could, but it would be
Yeah,
gross.
you can't. You can't. Like we'll rank knife later.
You could cut your mouth.
I've always liked forks way more than spoons. Often, most foods that you could eat with a fork or a spoon, I just eat with a fork. You know.
Yep.
Why would you use a spoon?
I do the exact same thing. Always go for a fork.
I think a spoon's probably like solid C tier, maybe B tier.
Ooh, I think B tier. I think we should give it B tier.
You think it's B tier? Okay.
Think about soups.
I think B tier is a soups. Some soups you can eat with a fork and then just like drink everything afterwards. If it's like a tomato soup, you can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not down for that. I think B tier. I'd say like top of B. I don't think anything else will go in B. Something else might actually. But if something else is in B, I think spoon is. Spoons are good.
But like ramen, you can eat with a fork. You could do ramen with a fork.
I know, but like imagine like knives. I think you could cut something. I keep going back to knives. I think you could cut something with a fork, but you couldn't drink something with a spoon or with a fork. You couldn't drink something with a fork. You know. Anyway,
yeah.
Other spoon.
What do you think about wind spoon though? Other spoon.
E tier. It's kind of.
Is it D tier?
Yeah, it's kind of the thing that like parents hit their kids with too. So it has a little bit of a stain on its reputation of abuse.
And in my opinion, this is a cooking utensil. It's not, or like a serving spoon. It's not for silverware. Sorry, it's not like a, yeah, it's not silverware. So
yeah, this might be F tier, actually. This could be F tier.
Yeah, it's kind of F tier. I agree. Sporks though.
I didn't look at the rest of the list. Ooh, sporks.
I love sporks. They do a spoon and they do a fork. Like that's classic. I have a spork. Like the spork I usually use has like a spoon and a fork on the opposite ends. So it's sort of like you're like a lightsaber with like light coming off both sides.
Yeah,
it's pretty epic.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, it's Darth Maul style, and I think it's S tier.
See, is the spork
the best utensil? Yes.
But no. Wait a second. I was gonna say, is the spork? Does it have to be combined? Like, I don't know if yours is a spork if you have them on opposite sides. I think that's a spoon.
I think it's still a spork. No, it's a spork.
Consider that a spoon fork.
No,
I think has to be a spoon and a fork mixed in one.
No.
I think so. No, yours is a spoon fork.
Let's put some information on screen.
A spork is a form of cutlery taking the form of a spoon-like scoop with 2 to 4 fork-like lines. That is a form of so it's the spoon scoop with the lines of the fork.
Okay, but like what's this? Well, you're making me very disappointed right now, but it's still pretty good. Still like solid. It's still like a solid A tier.
We're putting spork in A tier? The thing is, it feels kind of flimsy to me.
It's totally. Just get a better spork. You're using bad spork.
Do they ever have metal sporks?
Probably. My spoon fork. I'm sorry. I think it's like metal. Or, yeah.
Spork. I just feel like we'd be destroying our reputation as if we put spork in A tier.
I think it's
better than a spoon.
Yes.
I would never use a spork though.
It's so more convenient to have a spork than have a fork and a spoon separately.
Fine, you seem passionate, we'll say A tier.
Yeah.
All the spork haters out there though, I'm probably with you.
Okay. Chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Mhm.
See, I'm gonna sound uneducated here and uncultured and a swine, like a swine.
Mhm.
All of the bad words you can think of, but I am very bad at using chopsticks.
I am also bad at using chopsticks, but if you remember how we start most of our videos, or at least some of them, we're like, well, we got a lot of silverware here, but do we respect them? And I respect the chopsticks. So even though I'm not good at them, like
Interesting. Okay.
I think they do look really useful. And I think like there's a lot of foods that would be better if I knew how to use chopsticks to eat them.
You know what? I like that. I also respect chopsticks.
Mhm.
And in fact, I think everybody who uses chopsticks looks really cool doing it. You just
Yeah.
seem fancy, you know,
Mhm.
you're not. Also, why don't they have on here hands?
They should have hands on you.
Hands are your.
Where do you put hands?
I think I'm putting hands in like D tier. I really like cleanliness.
Oh, oh. Honestly, that's fair. Hands can go in D tier.
I guess it
Maybe
depends
C.
on the
There's some things.
food. Like I like eating
Yeah.
like nachos, you know, with hands. So I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate them then. But if I'm
I
eating like buffalo chicken or ramen or mozzarella sticks, actually,
yeah.
yeah,
But
never
like
mind. It's a
I
mix. I'd say like
I
a
will
D tier.
eat I'll eat fries sometimes with a fork because like
Oh,
it just like it's too messy.
really?
Sometimes.
That's interesting.
Hmm. So chopsticks
B
though.
tier. I think.
Prevent you from B tier?
It just
I think
because
A tier.
I think A tier. I when
I guess I
are
don't know
they?
how to use them.
They hit
They're
the
less
top B. I think
yeah.
practicality wise though,
They're
they're
less
not all. They don't.
self-explanatory than
Yeah.
like a fork. That's
Yeah.
true.
Even a fork and a spork you just pick up.
Hmm.
Chopsticks, it's like I still don't know how to use them.
Yeah.
So
Larger learning
I'm
curve.
breaking. Yeah, I'm breaking my rule when I said nothing would go above spoon and B, but chopsticks are pretty cool.
What about spoon pointed right?
What? Oh, I see. Okay. Um, that's a soup spoon,
Hmm.
I
Well,
think.
you only need a spoon. Why have multiple kinds of spoons?
Yeah, that's fair. This is like D tier, I think.
I
I
think
think it
this is
has. I think it's D because
fine.
it is something.
It's still a spoon, I guess. Yeah.
It's still a spoon, and it's good for soup, but it's like you don't need. So is the other spoon. Is the only thing that
Hmm.
bothers me. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
so much better at eating soup that I'm like, I need it. Like, where's my soup spoon? Like, if somebody gave me soup and a normal spoon, I'm not
Hmm.
saying where's my soup spoon because there's no big difference.
Yeah. And
It's
like
also pointed
if
to the right, and I only like my
mhm.
spoons pointed to the left.
Me too. That's sort of a big thing for me.
Yeah, it's like a Eve, you know.
Hmm. How about knives pointed to the left?
Oh, see, that's threatening.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, if we had the Discord bubbles on the screen, that's where our faces would be.
Hmm.
So
Knives scare me.
this is a sharp knife. To
I'm
be
always
clear,
afraid I'm gonna cut myself.
yeah, this is a sharp knife versus a butter knife. You
Yeah.
know, after. Anyway, sharp knives, they do scare me too. Kind of.
They're
I
pretty
mean,
darn
you
useful.
can be murdered with them.
Hmm. Hmm.
You could, in theory, be murdered with a fork, maybe, but it would take a while.
But like also like when I'm bringing it to the kitchen to go wash it like from my room, like it feels like I know like you hold it like down so you don't like accidentally do a stabby. You don't want to
Mhm.
accidentally murder. But
True.
it's still like it feels sketchy. Like I feel like someone's gonna like walk like from behind the corner at me, bump into me, and be like, "Whoops!" and drop it. You know, like I just
Yeah.
don't like dealing with weapons.
Hmm.
I think it's C tier.
I think C too, because it is good at cutting. You know, you need it to
Mhm.
cut.
What do you think about the butter knife though? It's no longer dangerous.
It's no longer dangerous. It's good for butter.
It's not even that good for butter though. Sometimes you're trying to like spread butter or peanut butter or something, and it's just like not spreading. And it's like,
No, but
come on.
imagine if you're using a sharp knife for butter.
Ooh.
That just seems kind of off to
That
me.
but like I guess it is better than like a fork too. I've tried spreading stuff with forks and it's
Yeah,
like not
exactly. I think butter
great.
knife is the best at what it does. I would say C
Mhm.
tier. I think with the sharp knife.
I think
I don't think it's
above the
spoon.
sharp knife though.
Sure. I don't think it's spoon worthy
Mhm.
quite. You know.
I never want to like use a fork and a knife to cut things too. I feel like usually I could just get by with a fork. A fork is decent enough at cutting things that like I don't need the knife too. It's just another
Um.
utensil to grab that I don't need to grab.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like of these, I'm only using the knife and the spoon and the butter knife. I think.
Hmm. Sure.
All right, that's the tier list. Thanks
That's
for
the
watching.
tier list.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Wait, link in the description.
Besties.
Link in the description.
Yep, besties.
Here.
Beat.
Bye.
Bye.